You're not going to believe what's bubbling up around the Patriots right now. Big names getting flat out ignored in the most disrespectful way possible. A quiet physical detail that could flip the opening kickoff without anyone wanting to say it out loud. And an underdog label that, if Vrabel plays it right, turns into pure jet fuel inside that locker room. And yeah, there's a layer of pride and football revenge here that most people are completely missing. So settle in, hit the like button, and let's dive straight into the chaos. And subscribe right now. We're pushing for 1,000 subs. Are you riding with us, or just watching from the sidelines? You know that kind of news that sounds small at first, but 2 seconds later you're ready to pound the table? That's where we're at today. This is about respect. Devin McCourty, a guy who lived inside the most dominant era the NFL has ever seen, looked at the Hall of Fame voting and said out loud what every Patriots fan has been biting their tongue over. Something is seriously off. And the worst part is you can't hide behind football debate this time. Leaving Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft out of the 2026 class isn't just a decision, it's a message. McCourty spoke before the Super Bowl and didn't dance around it. Belichick's resume is so obvious, it's almost laughable that anyone feels the need to defend it. Then he hit on the real problem. Voters treating this like some weird game of musical chairs. Who might not be on the ballot later? Who's due for a turn? Who's already had enough shine? But the Hall of Fame isn't a deli line. It's a simple question. Is he a Hall of Famer or not? Once you overthink the obvious, you open the door to politics, grudges, and selective memory. That's where Kraft comes in. McCourty dropped a line that hurts because it's true. The owner is back at the Super Bowl again, with a different coach and a different quarterback. That's not luck. That's organizational culture. Money put in the right places and long-term vision. Yet somehow people are still bending over backwards to withhold credit. Matt Chatham said it even plainer. People going to be petty. They'll invent reasons to avoid doing the obvious thing. Be honest. Doesn't it feel like a chunk of the football world never really got over the Patriots running the league for 2 decades? The real nightmare, the one McCourty warned about, is this. Someone is going to get that gold jacket, and instead of celebrating them, the entire summer conversation turns into, how did Belichick not get in? That steals the spotlight and keeps the wound open. And honestly, that kind of disrespect doesn't just live in Canton. It leaks back into Foxborough. If history itself is trying to downplay what this franchise did, imagine how hungry this locker room is to scream back on the field. And while we're all fired up over a historical snub that somehow still follows the Patriots, there's a much more immediate detail that could decide whether this offense takes off or sputters in the first quarter. Drake May, the second-year quarterback carrying dreams of another banner, popped up with a mysterious shoulder issue after the AFC Championship game. He was listed as questionable during the Super Bowl bye week, missed full practices because of that, and an illness that ripped through the building. Fans were spiraling. Is the kid buckling under the spotlight? Hold up though. May stepped to the mic and poured cold water all over the panic. I'm feeling good. I'll be good, he said, calm and confident. He explained he did what he could in limited practices, felt strong, and then came the moment that mattered most. The flight to San Francisco. I turned a corner landing on the flight. I felt good throwing today. I think it flipped the page. I've got confidence, and I feel 100% for the game. That doesn't sound like empty athlete talk. That's a guy who knows he's got 2 full weeks, and he's not letting anything steal this moment. From a football standpoint, it's massive. A fully healthy May gives the Patriots unpredictability. We've seen him operate under pressure, but a shaky shoulder changes everything. Timing, velocity, hesitation in the pocket. Fans are split right down the middle. Some think it's gamesmanship to mess with betting lines. Others are terrified one bad hit changes the future. Phil Perry even tweeted the clip, and it blew up. That's pure tension. Nobody wants to see the franchise QB tested on the biggest stage. And then there's Mike Vrabel. He's treating Super Bowl week like it's just another grind. Meetings on time, treatment film, same routine. We're trying to keep everything as normal as possible. The next 48 hours are critical, he said. That's a guy who's been there, who knows outside noise kills teams. The Patriots are 4.5-point underdogs against Seattle, and a healthy May is the ace up the sleeve. If he plays loose, the Seahawks are in for a long night. But that's not even what had Brady talking today. Because if May's trending toward 100%, imagine what Vrabel is cooking up with the other label burning into every Patriots fan's chest. Underdog. Seattle is favored by 4.5 in Super Bowl 60, even after New England shut people up by running through top 5 playoff defenses. Easy schedule, sure, but wins still count. Then Tom Brady, the GOAT who knows Vrabel better than anyone, dropped it. Knowing Vrabel, he probably has all the underdog material everywhere. Brady flashed back to 2001, Patriots getting 14 points. Vrabel on that roster. Believe me, if you think the Seahawks, Brady said, I'm sure he'll tell the whole team that Colin Cowherd picked Seattle. That's not fake motivation. That's psychological warfare. Vrabel lives for this stuff, turning doubt into anger. Fans are losing it online. Finally, someone weaponizing disrespect. Of course, the haters say it's smoke. Seattle rolls. We've heard that song before. On paper, it's razor thin. Seattle has the stingiest defense in football, giving up just 17.2 a game. The Patriots' offense is putting up 28.8, and the defense allows only 18.8. One game, anything can happen. Vrabel knows spreadsheets don't win Super Bowls. Mindset does. He's keeping things boring on purpose. Families arriving, distractions everywhere, but the focus stays locked. Whatever works for motivation, like Brady said. Biggest challenge of the year. But with this edge, this team turns feral. You can feel it in the fan base. Brady memes laughing at odds makers. Jokes about printing betting lines on the locker room wall. Real debate too. Does Vrabel actually do it? With a young roster, it might be the smartest move he makes. If it hits, this Super Bowl becomes a revenge chapter. And when you step back, it all ties together. McCourty calling out a Hall of Fame snub that should never exist. May flipping the script on a shoulder scare. Vrabel leaning into underdog energy like it's 2001 all over again. This isn't just news. It's fuel. Seattle might be favored, but Patriots fans don't live by betting odds. This feels like Foxborough football. Now tell me straight, does Belichick get in next year, or is this an all-time robbery? Drop it in the comments. Like it, share it, subscribe, and hit the bell. Road to 1,000. You're part of this. Let's go, Patriots.